Hello and welcome to Eyewitness Report on Channels TV. It's a platform that affords you the opportunity to contribute to news production by simply sending us a photo or video of events as they unfold around you. This week, residents of Lekki Gardens Phases 3 and 4 feel the contractual agreement between them and the management of the estate has been compromised as new structures spring up in proposed green areas. The Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, a major talking point on Eyewitness last year, as photos of the state of the southeast roads and commuters' nightmare flooded our portal. Today, we revisit to assess the state of repairs done so far. These and more on Eyewitness Report. I'm Chris Elams. When anybody markets a product or service to you, the first thing you might want to do is to have a complete insight into what you're purchasing. That way, you can tell if you're being shortchanged or if it's been modified. This appears to be what's going on between residents of Lekki Gardens Phases 3 and 4 and the management of the estate. We visited after eyewitness photos of some protests there hit our platform. Some residents of Lekki Gardens Phase 3 are unhappy about developments here. Their growl stems from some blocks of flats being erected within the estate, and they claim the blocks were never part of the deal they were sold by the owners of the business. According to them, the areas being built up were meant for green areas, and now without consideration of the impact these projects would have on existing facilities, the owners have gone ahead to put them up.
We had an agreement with the estate, Lekki Gardens Estate, that this area, that parts of the estate should be green area. And that was the agreement. I remember that about a year ago, there was actually nothing here. But somewhere along the line, in the evenings, in the night, they started erecting structures. Initially, we felt maybe a church, a small mall. But after careful examination, we found out that it was actually a block of flats, which I don't know whether they have already sold. And going through the master plan they gave to us at the time we entered into an agreement with them, we found out that this has nothing to do with the master plan. We had to alert the Residents Association. A formal letter was written to their management, and we told them that this is not part of the plan. They say they have what they term the phased approval, that we should come for talk. We are ready to talk with them, but our position is that they can't keep on working while we are discussing with them. So we had to shout, we had to tell the security men not to allow the workers.
They are also concerned about the quality of work being done here, and therefore would need to see if the regulatory government agencies are aware of what's going on here.
And for most of us, if we had known that there will be a mixed construction of flats and mini flats and two-bedroom flats, we won't want to live in a place like this. We would have said that, look, we won't buy into the scheme and the program. But we came in here, we saw all of these things. And the one that is even directly opposite my own place is about 16-bedroom flats of two-bedroom. There's no parking space. When I saw this, I sent a letter to them that this thing will not be nice. And they just, didn't want to listen to me before they had the collapsed building saga. And even the structure, we don't know how right those structures are. As you can see, even here too, look at the foundation. I mean, these are issues, aside from the fact that it's not even in the master plan that we bought into. So these are kind of things that, is being done by Lekki Gardens management that we don't seem to like. And we've been telling them, but they're not listening to us. So now we want everybody to know that this is what's happening here and find a way to get them to, do the right thing. Money cannot be what drives every business all the time. There must be something, some promise that when you present to your customer, you should live by them and keep by them. Not that when we've moved, you now start inserting structures here and there. Most of them, the setbacks are not even, in line with the government approved setbacks that you should have. The space between the two, like this apartment here, the space between the two of them is just very narrow, and it doesn't meet the required setback standards. So these are problems that we are talking about, and we want to get the government to look into this and prevail on him to just, go on the side of caution and on the side of reasoning to do the rightful thing by taking down these buildings and reinstating the green areas that are supposed to be here, because right now we don't have any green area. Where we have the 16 block of flats, should have been a green area from the master plan.
As for this resident who lives just opposite one of the structures being erected, she claims her privacy is being tampered with.
The block of flats would actually affect a lot of us in this estate. One, if you look at this building very well, you will see that it's about sinking. It's not level, one. Two, there will be too many people in the estate. We need to think about the lights. We need to think about water. We people in the estates actually bought the generators we're using ourselves. So if we have to add 50, 60, 200 people more to the generator, it's going to be a total breakdown. Parking is going to be an issue. And they would have all manner of people will be living here. And then if you look at this house very well, you find out that whatever goes on in this terrace will be very visible to these people. You can actually see, if you live here on the flats, in the flats here, you could actually see into other people's rooms, which shouldn't be so.
Before any further development occurs here, they tender an appeal.
Okay, we have had a lot of series of building collapse all part of the city. We want the government to intervene in this because we don't want similar thing to occur here anymore. We have, on behalf of the Landlord Association here, which I also represent, they want that the government come in to look into this so that we can have a permanent or a better structures to be in place here. Or if the structure is not okay, there will be a way for him to improve the structure to be standard for a living.
You should just bring it down. If government can do their work, they should bring it down.
For about 2 weeks now, residents of Phase 4 of the same Lekki Gardens have been protesting an alleged sale of space meant for playground and green area by the same management, among other complaints.